I've been building marketing systems, online marketing systems for about 19 years now, but not as a distributor, as a vendor. I ran a company with my partner, Tom Pendergast, called Veritech for 19 years, and we worked during that period of time for about 10 of those years. We were basically building private label marketing systems for multi-level marketing companies. Private, basically everything from compensation plans to full-blown systems. We really helped pioneer that industry and started that back in the mid-90s. And so we worked with over 70 companies during that period of time. So I've really seen it all when it comes to systems and when it's come to companies and what they do and how they operate. And what I've always wanted to do is to step out from behind that curtain and really get engaged with the field as a distributor and really build a system that is truly designed to really do the things that we all say systems do. Not just a fancy brochure, not just a checkbox on a company's list, but something that actually creates a result, something that can actually help you explode your team quickly, fastly, and effectively. And so what I'm going to share with you here in the next few minutes is what we call HopRocketTools. You can go and look at these sites as I go through. I'll mention some of these, so feel free to look at them yourself. We're here on the web page right now. The main things I'm going to try to jump around so that I'm not lagging too slow here on my screen sharing. The main aspect of the system is this idea that we have a simple success system. Okay, so what is that? It's 3 simple steps. And again, for those of you who have ever been involved in systems or done anything in this industry, you know that in order for something to be extremely powerful, it also needs to be extremely duplicatable and intuitive and easy to understand so that brand new people coming into your organization can literally engage, get involved, and start using it on day 1 before they know everything that Dave just went through. You don't need to know about the third part of step 3 in the climb to get going on day 1. And that's what this system helps you do. So the 3 steps. Step 1, show the video. Okay, we have a very simple video that we show. That's the 2-minute video that Dave just showed. And we have a whole web page designed to help you do that. Step 2, share the product. Those are the hop passes that Dave talked about. You have a mechanism through your HopRocket back office where you're going to be able to actually just email out a hop pass to one of your prospects. Or literally, if you want to do it, put it in their hand. If it's somebody physical, in front of you, you're going to be able to do that as well. And step 3, invite people to a business presentation, much like the one we're on right now tonight. Now, what's cool about this system is it is filled with fully customized self-replicating pages that are designed specifically for you. Most of you are familiar with self-replicating pages, but the thing here, and as you're going to see, we actually have multiple pages designed to really help you spread out your marketing and what you're doing. So as an example, to show the video, rather than just sending somebody to YouTube, which is fine. I mean, the video is phenomenal. I'm sure you guys all agree. You've all seen it. They really have done just a great job on these videos, great attention to detail, and I really just love the feel and the culture that they're creating here with these videos. But when you send somebody to YouTube, it's a dead end, right? They see the video, and then that's it. Where do they go from there? So what we have here is a default theme site called HopRocket.travel, in this case, /www guy. That's my username. You would have your own. And this is that site. It will come up here. I'm sure there's a lag, and you'll see it momentarily. So this is a site that's specifically designed to help walk through the basics of the membership. There's not anything on here about the business opportunity because, again, like any fantastic business opportunity, it all starts with the product. The reason that this product is so valuable and so viral is why there's such a great business opportunity. And so as people come to this site, they'll be able to come through here. It contains the video, so this is where you'd want to send people to watch your video on your site, to be able to watch the whole thing here. It walks them through, talks about how, we have the lowest price guaranteed, and how is that possible? Explains that, kind of explains the wholesale model that HopRocket uses. Talks about hop points. And of course, the whole point of these sites is ultimately to get somebody interested in requesting a hop pass from you, which is, again, it's a true $200 value. I mean, how easy is it going to be to grow a business where we're literally just handing out $200 vouchers for people to save money wholesale on travel that they've always wanted to take? Okay, that's what we're doing here. There's some example of the low-cost rates on here. It walks them through the membership options, and again, the hop points. And it's basically just designed as a very nice site that's engaging and gets people interested in what's going on. When they submit the form on this site, several things happen, and this is where the system starts to kick in. First of all, you're going to receive a lead notification email telling you that, hey, you've got a new prospect, just requested a hot path through your site, and it will have a link that takes you to a contact management system. This is a very basic system. For those of you who are familiar with CRM systems and contact management systems, they can get very sophisticated. I've certainly designed ones that are extremely sophisticated. This one is intentionally kept very functional, but also very intuitive. And so you can come in here, you'll see all your prospects, they'll line up in here, you can delete them, you can come in here, you can click on it, it will open up. You can edit if you need to edit. When you call them up on the phone, you can change things. If they entered something wrong, you can always update that. It'll tell you the website they logged into. You can add notes in here. You can Skype them if you need to, if they entered a Skype address. And it helps you stay organized so that you can actually use these tools up here at the top to kind of categorize them. So you can, mark ones that are active, that are interested, active. You can mark them inactive. Of course, you can delete them. You can even set a next action date. So this is really handy. You call somebody up. They're interested, but they're going to be on vacation for a little bit or something. So, the last thing I want to do is send them a hot pass today if they're not going to be around for 3 weeks. So I'm going to give myself a reminder, and I can click something on here and schedule that to happen at some point in the future. Okay, so it's basically designed to help take you through and do all the key functions that you need to do to keep track of your prospects. So why do we send them here rather than to our myhoprocket.com website, which is what our company self-replicating site is? The nice thing about this is it creates a buffer between that company site. I don't want to send somebody there to just directly jump in and start using a hot pass if I want to qualify them as a prospect first, right? Whether it's somebody I'm talking to or maybe I posted an ad somewhere or it's my next door neighbor, whatever it is, I want to have them go through this funnel. Why? Because I want to have them exposed to the product the right way, and that I make sure that, by going through this site, that's certainly going to happen. But then the other thing that happens is they start to receive a series of autoresponders. Okay, and these are very, very nice, professionally written, professionally themed and branded autoresponders that, again, they go through and they explain the various aspects of the system, some of the same details they found on the site, but also some other tidbits, and it kind of goes into a bit more detail than maybe what they saw on the website itself. Okay, actually, I'm going to jump back over here. This is probably lagging, so I'll wait a second. Back over here to the system page on HopRocketTools.com. And in here, there actually is a place where you can click to view the automated email list. And when you do that, it'll kind of show you. So it's actually a series of 8 emails that go out over the course of a month. Why do we do a month? Because the hot pass is good for a month. You're giving somebody a pass that has, expires in 30 days. And so it's kind of designed that in the first week, they're going to get 4 emails, 1 each day, taking them through some of the different aspects of the program and some of the details. Then it backs off a little bit. People don't like to get emailed every single day. Certainly wouldn't want to do that for a month straight. And it starts dripping on them once a week through the rest of that month. And it's kind of timed to really be calibrated with where they're at with that hot pass, and it wants to encourage them to actually do something with that. Because as Dave said, when they go in there and they go save $200 on something, well, guess what? You just made $200 in terms of Rocket Rewards. So it's a huge, huge benefit for them to be doing that. And by the way, I believe they've mentioned it, if they don't use their hot pass, guess what? It comes right back to you. So this is a nice way between the prospect management system and the hot pass area itself in your back office to be able to kind of manage this process with what's going on. I can't tell you how effective these autoresponders can be. When you put this into effect, this is what, it's not just for you, but imagine the new people coming into your team or who have no idea about all the details, or basically all of you right now today. If you imagine that this was launched right now and you could literally be full-blown tomorrow making money with this, as of today, you probably don't feel comfortable enough to be, well, for example, doing anything like what Dave and I are doing right now, walking through, explaining all the details. You're not there. It may be a while before you're there on all those details, and that's fine. That's the beauty of this, is you and every person that comes in, the system does a lot of that selling for you. It does a lot of that explaining for you, and it makes sure that it's done the right way so that people intuitively understand what it all means. But then, the other thing that they see is they see and understand that this is the system that they will get as well. And so they themselves can see themselves sending somebody to their own website and then just kind of following up and letting the system do a lot of this explaining for them. Okay? Now, I mentioned in these emails, each of these product emails that come off of these sites also contain, in fact, before I jump to that, I'm sorry. I should mention that the site that I just showed you, HopRocket Travel, HopRocket.travel / your username, that's kind of our default theme. But the idea with this system is that there will be a huge portfolio of additional sites. I'm in the process of doing this. We've already delivered one. It's HopRocket.vacations. Okay, HopRocket.vacations is really designed as a family theme, a family-oriented site. So let me show you that one. Okay, it's going to contain basically the same type of information as the other site did. Okay, it's going to have the video. It'll have example, tours and things. It'll explain the basics of the program, the lowest price guarantee, how we do that, how wholesale rates work, how Hop Points essentially make your membership free. It goes through all these different things, shows them various trips, explains the number of options, but it's got a family theme to it. A lot of family pictures all over the place here. And so if you kind of see where I'm going with that, we're going to have maybe a dozen of these. So we might have kind of a young party crowd theme. We might have a business travelers theme. In fact, I'll give you guys a little treat. Davey didn't even know I was going to do this. I'm close with HopRocket.cruises. We'll have a cruise theme here. It's going to be all about cruises, and it'll have a cruise. So people are into cruise. Somebody likes a cruise, send them to this one. So the idea is whatever the niche is, you'll have a site. You could just send everybody to the same site, and you're going to be fine with that. Trust me. HopRocket.travel is absolutely able to handle everybody you'd ever want to send there. But for those of you who want to get a little more sophisticated, or for those of you who are going to do a little more robust marketing or something like that, this really gives you a lot of control in terms of targeting different types of prospects. Or we'll have, for example, have a senior site. It'll be all about senior travel. Well, maybe somebody comes to mind that you want to send to that site rather than the hip party crowd site, right? So that'll all be in your control to do. Now, what I was going to mention is in the autoresponders that are going out, one of the key components that's in there is there's a little teaser in every single one of these. Okay, it's not in their face. It's not making them feel like, oh, this is one of those things. Okay, this is real subtle, and just said down at the bottom, hey, want to earn some cash? HopRocket's exploding. We're looking for people interested in earning some serious money by simply helping us get the word out. Earn a little and pay for your next trip, or get serious about the business and let it change your entire lifestyle. Okay, not everybody will click that, but the entrepreneurial people, the people who that speaks to will click that, and that will take them to your HopRocketTravel.biz site. This is the site that's specifically focused on the business opportunity side of things. It contains the longer video. David showed that as well. That's like almost 9-minute video. It walks through a bit more of some of the compensation plan and some of those things. It contains all the details as far as the same things about the membership itself. So you could send somebody directly to here. That's certainly fine. If you want to, if you're talking to an entrepreneurial person or somebody you're trying to recruit into the business, I mean, you can definitely send them right here. But then in addition to that, and some of this is not complete, we're waiting on the company for the comp plan video, which isn't out yet, but it also contains all of that type of business information as well. So it comes at it from a business standpoint in terms of the climb, and it talks about the HopRocketTools business building system, has a little bit of that information on here, and so on and so forth. And there's also a request information form here. When they fill this out, you will get another lead notification. Okay, that person will show up also in that contact management system I showed you. There's another tab in there for your business prospects, and they will start to receive another set of email autoresponders. Now that set I don't have done and ready to show you tonight, but it will be one that basically goes out over the course of just 1 week. It's just kind of a quick set of emails, and it will reinforce basically all the things that Dave just went through in the business presentation. So it comes out right between the eyes in terms of why this is such a powerful business opportunity. Okay, I'm going to hop back over to the HopRocketTools system website itself. I just want to call attention to just a couple more things before I wrap up here. So we've got a resources section in here that is very, very, very powerful as well. For those of you who have your own websites, okay, you can actually take this little code snippet that you'll find in here, and you can just put that on your own website, and it will create this little verified seal that will show up on your website. And it basically identifies you. You're in HopRocket. It's kind of like, it's almost like a little ad, but it's very engaging for people because they're kind of curious about it. So if they click, it will verify you. It will show your information, which, by the way, you get to control. What information is out there for people to contact you. Explains a little bit about HopRocket, HopRocketTools. And if they want more information, they click this little link at the bottom here, and it will take them to your business opportunity site, right? So this is one of the little tools that we have in here. Now it gets better. We have an area for print materials. This is pretty cool, and this will be dramatically expanding as well. I have lots of ideas for what we want to put in here. And by the way, guys, this is one of the cool things about this. We are one big family, and we really feel that way. I can tell you the leadership of the company certainly feels that way. And frankly, I mean, look, we probably have leaders on the call right now that are going to be part of that leadership family by next week. I mean, this thing is going to explode so fast, get so big, and I personally want to hear all of the ideas. I want to know, what do we need? What else do we want to have? Because we'll have it all in here. Whatever we can think of, I promise you we'll have. So as an example, what this does in here, the print-ready materials. There are various materials for, a customer focus, which will promote your HopRocket.travel site. There's business cards and things in here, so that will promote your HopRocketTravel.biz site. There's even some stuff in here that just talks about the HopRocketTools system itself, a big, card, different things. We even have a Hop Pass invitations in here. So the idea is you literally, when you're logged into the system here, it knows who you are. So you're just literally clicking a button, and the system is going to automatically generate this as a high-quality, high-resolution, print-ready PDF that you can take to Vistaprint, Dotprint, OvernightPrints.com, Kinko's. You can, or just print on your own computer if you want to. But frankly, nowadays, as most of you know, I mean, those printing services, it's like, like $3.50 for 50 business cards. So we're not talking, high-dollar stuff here. But this is going to make you look good. I mean, these are nice-looking materials that when you have them in your hand, it just rocks. You're going to feel good about what you're doing, and you're going to look good doing it. So you can literally take things like this. In this case, this is not a Hop Pass. You would get that from the company. This is a Hop Pass invitation. So what's the difference? Well, I would hand this to somebody who doesn't know anything about anything with the system. I would actually hand them this before I would give them a Hop Pass. Why? Because I want to put them through that funnel I just explained, right? I want to have them go to my HopRocket.travel site so that they get the right understanding. I can't tell someone a video. I want them to watch that there. Then I want them to request the Hop Pass from there for two reasons. One, I want them to get those autoresponders because that's important, and that will continue to sell them day in and day out, so I don't have to. And number two, I'm able to capture that information in my contact management system that I just showed you so that I can stay organized. Okay, I don't want to have to write a little note to myself about every single person I need to forget to call, right? So that's how this all fits together. So the next part here. Of course, we'll keep HopRocket company documents in here too as they become available. And I guess the last little piece, I think this is the last piece, yeah, is the multimedia library. Now, Dave mentioned about social marketing and viral marketing. Guys, we're going to crush the entire internet and the entire direct sales world with this program, and part of it is because of the viral potential for social marketing with this type of product. And I mean, look, we're giving away $200 vouchers. Yeah, I think we can do that pretty easily. So what this is designed to do, though, is to help people to do that in a really, really highly professional and effective way right out of the gate. Again, day one, I bring in somebody, you bring in somebody, or somebody 5 levels down from me brings in somebody, and they can go and look good, and everybody that sees what they're going to post is going to be interested and engaged by it. So what are we talking about here? This is basically a huge media library. It's organized based on the site. So, we've got the one for the default theme, that's the HopRocket.travel site, or the customer theme, that's the HopRocket.vacation site. There's your business site and so forth. So for each of these various self-replicating sites that you have a corresponding portfolio of graphics that are in there, okay? And you can come in here and just basically click on these. There are all kinds of cool, basically, ads and different things that you'll be able to see in here. Some of them are pictures of people and kind of have that emotional engagement. Others are kind of more clip art kind of things or kind of fun things. Some of them are really nice illustrated posters and just all kinds of beautiful, really nice content that if you take this content and you go post it onto Facebook, you don't have to explain a ton of other stuff. You don't have to go on there and say, oh my gosh, I just found this deal. And that's what people often do, right? They go say everything that they want to say about this great deal they just found, and nobody cares. You post something like this, oh my gosh, you've got to see this, never pay retail for travel again, check it out. And then you link this to your system website. Okay, likewise, the system websites are set up so that if you go through and post those links, your own links for your own sites on social media, it will pull up this collection of ads for each site to choose from when you post, things like that. So, and again, it just makes it hyper viral so you can have very simple ways for people to get out and start sharing this product. Okay, outside of that, we've got a training and support calendar. The event for tonight is listed on here. This calendar will get full very quick, and this is a calendar. We'll have all of the leaders will have access to this, admin access to come in here, schedule meetings. Guys, this will be worldwide. There'll be multiple calendars soon. We'll put a little select list in here. We'll do it by region. All of that is ready and can be expanded out as we need to do it. And then outside of that, you'll have a little area for your account to manage your information. Okay. Dave, how'd I do? I think I've covered it all.
Fantastic. I get more excited every time I see it. And I'll just say this again, guys. One of the great things about this website, the HopRocketTools.com, is on the training side of it, you're going to be seeing, like this, for instance, this evening's, this video is going to be shown, and all kinds of trainings from leaders. You know, we talk about multiple teams and how we're one big family, and this company is starting with just 2 master distributors on top, myself and Tommy Fenn, and both of us are working very closely together. We're on the same team. We ask, you know, I look at my downline that are sidelined to each other, and I always ask them to work together. Well, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm going to work sideline with my sideline person, Tommy, and his team, and we're working all this together. It's not us against them. It's all of us together building an incredible system. So when I talked about building an incredible company, when I talked about a system, and you see this, you really see what we have that sets us apart. And let me tell you what, unlike a lot of programs out there where they present it to the company and go, here's your tool, Mike is going to continue to build this day after day after day, and while he's still building a team. One of the things that Charles said, I was looking at some of the comments that were coming in, you know, how powerful this is, and he goes, wow, a marketer who actually gets it. And I just smiled when I saw that, because I said, yeah, that's Mike. He gets it. He knows exactly what we need, because he's been doing it for so many years. And I love what he always tells me. He goes, Dave, I always wanted to build something that truly was unique and exclusive. This is not a cookie cutter program that he put together. He built this over the last few months completely for HopRocket. And we're just grateful that he's making it available to the entire company. This was incredible. So guys, you know, I'm glad you joined us tonight. We're going to do another call at the same time tomorrow on the same number that we had sent out earlier. I'll get an email out this evening to everybody and let them know about the phone call. We're going to do it again at 3 o'clock Eastern time. In fact, let me just give you that phone number if you want to get people on it. It's just to kind of give everyone an update, answer questions. That phone number is 559-726-1200, and the code is 688-496-pound. I'll give that to you one more time, 559-726-1200, and the guest code is 688-496-pound. That's going to be 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so noon Pacific Standard Time, and jump on that call. It's going to be kind of a, I won't say loosey-goosey, but it's going to be, you know, not, we're going to kind of go over what's going on and what's happening and some new news that just came out today. Lots of great stuff. We want you guys to jump on that. If you want to invite new people to it, people have questions, you're welcome to do that. Anybody that wants to see this presentation again, we're going to have it recorded. In fact, that call I just said, that also will be on the calendar. Mike will put that up there. But guys, we want this thing to be gigantic for all of you guys. So we're excited that we got some questions coming in. Let me just see this real quick. Is the site optimized for all of the major web browsers and OS? Mike, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, Betty, it is. It's set up. It'll run on any browser. It's also all set for mobile. So all of the things we just walked through and show you, with the one exception of the content or the prospect management screen. Typically, that's something you do, you know, to a desktop anyway. But all of the sites on the outside, everything is designed for mobile, cross-browser, all of it. Looks beautiful in everything you pick up.
Very good. And I got a call came in from Tim Blau. He was asking, where are we open? Great question. We are open all of North America, also the UK. Here's the thing, guys. We are a U.S.-based company. We are a Delaware corporation, U.S.-based. But anyone can join literally anywhere in the world. Now, all the other places outside of North America, they're just doing it not for resale. And with a program like this, that's very easy to do. So, and we'll open up in other countries outside of the U.S. and Canada. We'll open other countries as we see these NFS building in a certain area. If we're like, obviously we're already seeing the UK. UK numbers are coming in so fast and furious that they'll probably pass up North America. So obviously we're going to be there opening, licensing, and everything there very, very quickly. But as we see, if we see it in Australia, but literally anybody can join anywhere in the world. What we do need to do is get a white sheet out there for you guys to see, for exactly how you can do it. Because if you notice when you go to the site to enroll, it says United States or Canada. Well, just go ahead and pick United States if you live somewhere else, and then put in an address. And we're going to come up, like I said, with a certain address that we know, is not a real address, because the kits, we don't want to be sending kits out to addresses that don't exist. And the kits are only going to be going out to the U.S. and Canada right now. And I think also UK. I'm not quite sure on that, Mike. You might know better on that one than I do. But we will be opening these countries. But the great thing is, with or without a kit, guys, you'll have everything you need online. And with the HopRocket tools, you're going to get even more. So we've really got something. So really, literally, people could join anywhere in the world. They're just going to have to fill out the there's some tax form that they fill out for their country, and they're going to get paid in U.S. dollars. It'll go through the wallet that they have, and you just set your wallet up with your local bank, so you get paid that way. So hopefully that answers your question, Tim. If there's no other questions, I don't see any other questions. Do we say we can log into the tool site now? No, Will, not just yet. You can go look at it. If you go to HopRocketTools.com, you can look at mostly everything. I think the only thing they can't see are the letters. Is that correct, Mike?
Yeah, the letters. Of course, you wouldn't get into your prospect management center because you wouldn't have any prospects. But yeah, we're working on it. We're getting there. And just a quick reminder for everybody, I will get this recording that we're talking on right now uploaded to that site, to HopRocketTools.com. You'll find it in the training section, and we'll start posting recordings and things in there as we continue to go. So I'll get that as soon as I can, certainly by tomorrow.
Very good. And people are asking what the cost is of this site.
Well, that's something we're still working on right now. There's a number, I guess, of discussions happening right now. Look, the ultimate goal is we want to make this available to the most people possible. That's my personal interest. I know that this stuff works, and so I just want to help this entire company blast off, pun intended.
Yeah. Well, and guys, let me just say, it's not going to be, a $39.95, 20. It's going to be very, very affordable. Just something that recently came up that they're going through right now. But this is going to be something very, very affordable that, it will be an absolute no-brainer, a complete no-brainer. And that is thanks to this gentleman right here, Mike Darling, who's just worked so hard in putting this together. Guys, we have the best out there. So, guys, it's 10 o'clock straight up. We wanted to keep this to an hour. Thank you for joining us tonight. Join us on the call tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern time, and we'll get more of your questions answered, and we'll have more updates and hopefully more videos for you guys to take a look at and links that we can send to you. That will be a dial-in only on that one, and if we need to do another webinar tomorrow night, we can do that as well. So, guys, again, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you guys very soon because we're going to be doing a lot of traveling together. Have a great night, everyone.